one beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Matthews. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Nittany Lions line it up with a first and goal.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Penn State 7, Arkansas 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception. Stealing points now off the board.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
Disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. They'll go back to the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ellington. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his... an easy place to throw the football.
And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within one.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. He already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll throw it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got a little space.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And some room to work. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It is perfect. That brings them to within 1. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Right down the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play, just couldn't secure the catch.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back. Great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but a solid pick. Put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when the guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got a man, it's Wicks. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Looking for his man. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wicks. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Now rolling to the left. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
And this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And you run it on third down right there, and you get stuffed. Nice job by the defense. Now, how aggressive does this offense want to be? Do you still want to go for the touchdown and go for gusto?
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Razorbacks are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They want that clock to run. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The run from the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hauls it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.
Victory formation on the road. There is not a better play call for an offensive coordinator to make.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Not sure what good can come out of passing here. Looking to take a shot. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah.